So today we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite and also least favorite thing, which is money. I don't typically like to talk about money in my content because I feel like it's kind of shallow, but it is such an important relationship that we have to be aware of and nurture in order to live our best lives, especially while building a business. I have 3 really powerful money affirmations at the end of this video. But I just want to use this time to teach you how to attract more money into your business and less stress, because let's be real, money is so stressful. Honestly, my relationship with money has changed a lot over the past few months. So I want to give you some of my biggest insights on how to nurture this relationship to your advantage rather than it be a stressful one. Even if you're in a stressful place with money, if you're in a dark place, if you're in a bit of a financial hole, you can still nurture your relationship with money in order to make these times less stressful for you and come out on the other side and attract more into your life. So the first step in doing this is realizing that money is energy. You have to stop putting money on a pedestal up above other energies in your life. We need money to survive, but it's not everything. You have to stop prioritizing money over other powerful energies such as time, love, the way you feel, because if you're forgetting about important things like this and just focusing on making more and more money, what's the point? I feel like a lot of us are brought up and programmed in a way to correlate success with the amount of money that you're bringing in. I don't know if this is like an American culture thing. If you're from another country, comment below. I'd love to hear your insight. It is like a big thing in our culture to see those with the most money as better than or more successful. But money really isn't everything at the end of the day. And especially if you're building a business, this is something that is so difficult. It's not easy, and you're not always going to be seeing money coming in. So if you're in it for just the money, if it doesn't make you feel good, then what's the point? And you're probably not going to succeed if you don't feel good about the business you're creating. The second thing that's really important in improving your money mindset is realizing that money always comes back. Even if you're in a current struggle, if you're not getting any current income in your present moment, think about all of the money all over the world that's printed, that's electronically there. There's enough money to be made for all of us. Even if you aren't making any right now, it always comes back. It will, especially if you are taking action to make that positive change. If you feel like you're really in a financial hole, think about this. The United States is $28.43 trillion in debt, and probably by the time you watch this video, the number will be higher. So if a country can be that much in debt and be okay, so can you. You'll be okay. The next thing you have to do is stop focusing on the lack. Another way most of us are brought up is to always want more money, to always be able to buy more things, because buying things is nice, let's be real. I'm going to tie this into a personal example to put it in perspective. A few months ago, I left my corporate job and I was making, honestly, a really good salary, especially for someone my age. I started the position at 24. If you want to learn my story of why I left that job, I recently posted a video about that, so you can check it out. But even though I was making this really cushiony salary, I still felt broke. I was not satisfied till all my credit cards were paid off to zero, until my savings account was able to be padded. I just was never fully comfortable with my relationship with money, even though I had a surplus at that point. And once I left my job to pursue my business full time and I was making minimal income, I regretted it so much because I wasted all that energy being stressed about money when it wasn't even a problem for me at that point. So just remember, you could always obviously have more, but you have to be grateful for the money that you have. Stop focusing on the money that you don't. That is such a valuable lesson I took away when I left my job to pursue my business full time, and I have an ebook full of more of those lessons. If you want to check it out, it's in the link below. It's 100% free. Another thing you could do is think about all the other ways in your life in which you are wealthy that don't involve money. I definitely mentioned it in one of my previous videos. This is an exercise my coach recommended to me when I was struggling with my money mindset. So my recommendation would be to write it down, because writing it is always more powerful. You could see the list physically compile and really feel wealthy and abundant. Back when I first left my corporate job, I remember walking through a park on a really beautiful day in the middle of the afternoon, which is something I would never be able to do before when I was at work. And I remember thinking, I just feel so wealthy in this moment. even though my bank account might have not agreed with that. So just writing things like this, writing all the amazing relationships you have in your life, your health, your favorite lunch, whatever it is, write it down as long as it doesn't involve money, and you will realize how wealthy and lucky you truly are. This is so important, especially for my business owners. The rest of these tips can really be applied to anyone. Don't let money cloud your judgment. When you're building a business, you're creating your own income, and sometimes that could take away your focus from what truly matters. This honestly happened to me recently, and I had this epiphany. I was like, wow, I was seeing all my potential clients, since I'm a life coach, I was seeing them as dollar signs rather than people that I can help. I felt this desperation for money, and I forgot why I created this business. I had to reconnect with my why. Going back to my corporate days, when I first started my first job, I remember telling my friend at work that I didn't know what I wanted to be doing, but I knew I didn't want to be doing that job, and I wanted to be doing something that involves helping people, which is how I got into coaching. So I really had to reconnect with that and kind of pivot some things in my business. So just don't always get caught up in focusing on reaching new money milestones. Although these are amazing things and you should strive for them, just reconnect with your why. Remember your purpose. Remember why you created this business. And now we are going to get into 3 really powerful money affirmations that will allow you to attract more into your life. Number 1, I am a money magnet. Money always comes to me. I never lack. Number 2, I love money. Money loves me. Money is obsessed with me. More is on its way right now. Number 3, I am a wealthy and abundant person. I continue to build upon my wealth. And I find these most helpful, especially with the money ones for some reason, to say to yourself in the mirror, because staring at yourself and really honing in on these things makes it sink in a bit more. Affirmations in general are also more effective when you first wake up in the morning before you go to bed. So try to repeat these twice a day at those times. Our money mindset and relationship with money is so important as we build our businesses, which is why this is a big part of my coaching program. I really help people improve their relationship with money, as well as other mindset difficulties like self-doubt, confidence, imposter syndrome, you name it, whatever you're struggling with. If you are interested in working one-on-one with me, fill out an application for my coaching below, or find me on any social media and reach out if you want to learn more. But if you're not ready for that, like I said, I have my ebook. It's 100% free. It's also available in audio, so you don't even have to read it if you don't like reading. Find me on social media. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on next week's video. Thank you so much for watching.